Assalamualaikum wabarakatuh. Hello, everyone. I'm John Coleman from ApocatastasisInstitute for the Humanities and Alternative College and High School here on New Milford, Connecticut, USA. The purpose of this broadcast is to enjoy some poetry. As of this broadcast in the month of Holy March, the Winter Games in northern Italy are concluding with the Paralympics. And idealist I've always quite liked the Olympic vision, and I've certainly found the Paralympics and indeed the Special Olympics to be especially endearing and celebratory. And so we have an appropriate poem today. Before we progress to that, this series, Poetry at Apoc, is part of our project. This is our Unified Humanities Curricula, and there are many ways you may apply yourself to this lifelong project of study, which is explained here on our site. You can start by just downloading the 5 volumes for free, including volume 1, which is our poetry volume, 3,300 pages of poetry that we cycle through regularly, as much as you can in that volume. And then the subsequent 4 volumes are broken up over the 4 seasons, and then we rinse and repeat. And this is how we go deep in our learning. This is the project. In particular, I bring your attention to our Substack education program. And this is a very malleable way that you can participate in a deeper way beyond just reading along with us and catching the odd social media presentation. If you patronize the school on Substack and take out a subscription, in other words, we have weekly premium content that is in sync with where we're at in our school study. And there are deeper ways you can participate in this, including enrolling part-time or full-time to really suck the marrow out of this adventure. Without further ado, we move to our poem. And it is entitled Always in Motion. And it is by Mr. Colin Goedecke. This was written in honor of the Winter Olympics, the Paralympics in 2018. The formatting here is deliberate. It's not a coding error. It's deliberate. That's okay for poetry. Always in motion. And connection with the greater, the spirit that endows, inflames every fiber of thought and feeling, that enlarges every vision of what's possible, that enables every body to rise above the unbelievable, reach, stretch to the exceptional, that endures all tests, all questions, every trial by fire, that enriches our lives and places here on earth, touches the hearts and minds of our fellow men and women, and sometimes transcendent times, moves mightily, magnificently, within to empower and ennoble us in the eyes of the wider world. Tuatum Domine miserere nobis Deo gratias. Thus is Colin Goedecke's poem, Always in Motion, dedicated to the Paralympians. Once again, this series is part of our project. You can find out about that down below. And without further ado, I encourage you to go check out some of the remaining games and to review both the Olympics and the Paralympics. It's always impressive, and there's a more numinous aspect, which I think is a worthy thing altogether. With that being said, this concludes our weekly installment of Poetry at Apoc, and I'll catch you in class.